Hello and welcome everybody to today's video. Welcome to the Vee Academy. My name is Crumbrion, Professor Crumbrion, if you would. And today we're going to be taking a look at a wonderful game that we played on Pokemon Trading Card Game Live, and be happy to get your reactions to it. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy this kind of content. If you want to follow me and watch games in real time, check me out on twitch.tv/Crumbrion. For now, let's go check out the game. Thanks for watching.
3, 2, 1, go!
So they don't exactly have a great option to Mimikyu, except with Baby Gholdengo. And if they do put Baby Gholdengo, then it's also just not a great situation for them, so... I mean, now they have every Pokemon they ever could fucking want, so it's not a bad situation for us to just play Mesagoza. Because we're not, it doesn't matter if we bump their stadium or not. So we can chance to get a good Pokemon out, that's good. Because they're just going to get every Pokemon they want anyways. Regardless of what we do. We want to get a monkey down. And then the baby Dengo is going to be smacking Mimikyu anyways, but if they're doing that, they're wasting one of these on a baby Dengo, which is fine. I'm okay with that. Which means less draw power for them. Didn't get the TMD. We didn't get the TM Evo this turn, which hurts, but it's we at least have a Ralts. If they blow up one of the Ralts, we have another Ralts we can put down. They boss around it. They don't have a good option into Mimikyu. They have Scissor, and that's about it. They don't play Baby Dengo. Play Scissor, which is fine. Because Scissor is very controllable as to how much damage we can allow it to do on the board, so... Doesn't really matter because Mimikyu is weak to steel anyway, so it's not going to point at charming it, but... Definitely can hurt Monkey for sure. Duck, but Scyther down, shocking. What a fucking shock, dude. But this means they can't do anything to Mimikyu this turn because they've Cyphered. And we're just chilling, so... Arvin does help. I mean, at least... I want to... Like, I would like to TM Evo this turn, but... In the same sense, like, I would like to get damage down, too. Just Ultra Ball here. And like... We could get a Curlia out and then chance it next turn. Matter because there's only one Guardian in the deck anyways. Probably is better to do it this way. Force them to knock out Mimikyu and then research into Guardian next turn because it's don't have a Curlia backup Curlia anyways, it's prized. We can go for a Devo play on these guys later. Not in a massive rush to start taking knockouts right now. Or put big Pokemon down. That's also a thing I'm not super keen on doing. Yes, buddy, I know you have your fucking scissor. Yes, I know you do. Yeah, big surprise. Wow, what a shock. Wow. So good at the video game. You're so cool. Got it, man. Secret Box wouldn't have even been a good play this turn. Getting the curly out is more important. Chances like we can chance Mesa goes to flip next turn, which would be nice. Be ideal to be. Literally don't care. All right, so. Bro, and we just throw this anyways, right? Yeah, Guardy, that's good. Now we can throw it. My fucking dark energy. It's Scream Tailed it. And they boss Guardy next turn. Chances that they play Monkey pretty high. It's gonna take them a minute to set that up again. I don't have countermeasures active on their turn now. Vessel gets us a dark energy at least. Your eyes are being fried in pink. Yeah, it's true. Malamar is here for a few days at least. Who knows? Feels like the back to school one just like came and went within like 3 days. Like lasted so, like it was such a short. The 50 HP are now. That's actually huge because if we get double Monkey, that just gets knocked out with TM Diva. We don't have double Monkey because we missed a Dark Attach last turn, which sucks, but there's a setup that we could do. Something we could do. We play like 5 air balloons in this deck, so it's not gonna matter if we can't touch them. Air balloons. Why would you even chance having Squawkabilly in this deck? Jesus Christ. Brain damage. Yes, they value having energy in the discard pile for their SCRs, I suppose. Please put that one up. I would appreciate that, actually. Thank you. Actually kind of big. Alright. They're looking for boss, obviously. And that's pretty good for us. Pretty good for us. We can put up Mimikyu again here. Really would rather like Super Rod and like Ultra Ball it in. But it's in Vessel for sure. I mean, we don't have double Monkey right now anyways, so. We have one stretcher left. I think and we don't have access to secret box. We kind of need access to Gardevoir, which would be the Ultra Ball. That we need, but we can possibly get the Ultra Ball. Problem. Possibly. Be much more comfortable if we had it in hand, which we don't. So in this situation, I'm much more comfortable taking the 30 off of Mimikyu this turn. They knock out Ralts. Chances are they're not bossing up Guardian the same turn, but then we still have Mimikyu in the... if they put down Monkey. See. We will see. Very comfortable position for me right now, though. We still have Artisan and we still have Monkeys. So, like, we have lots of options. But they also have lots of options. Guardy goes away on this turn. It's going to suck, but still have the Devo play. We could still potentially get Gardevoir back. You don't tell me you don't have enough energy, buddy. Give me a break. Do your miraculous play. Stretcher, you're gonna get your little scissor back in. Don't have an answer for this. That's good. For me, because then we can counter catch your Scyther up here. Well, not this turn. Wait. But we're gonna get rid of their Gholdengos, which is perfect. Potential for Gholdengos. We'll island them down to 2. And TM Devo them here. You're really nice if we could get Ultra Ball here off the top. That'd be fantastic. Well, Super Rod, kind of helpful. At least gets me those pieces back in. Yeah, we island them down to 2. Important. Earlier. Missed on the other monkey, though, which is We have a very small chance to get Guardy back in this map, but at least we have a secondary attacker with Monkey. We're not completely out of it yet. Get Gimme's down this turn again. And if we can get Guardy out and we get this Genesect dealt with, then we don't necessarily have to worry. Don't necessarily have to worry. Have Fez up your ass. Talking. Well, I mean, I guess we're cooked. They need the retreat on Genesect, though, but do they have it? They don't anymore, because they had it in hand, but it's on the bottom now. We get a turn that's really good, but don't, then we're fucking screwed. We were out of stretchers, yeah. I mean, Super Rod was very good there. All right, they didn't get Turo. That's true. Well, it doesn't matter. Boss is gonna win them game anyways, so. There's Gary. Pretty huge. Pretty fucking big, right? That's dying to Gardevoir. They need like a ton here, but they're gonna get it, unfortunately. Oh, what did I do at this point? I need to... It. That's made it so much easier for them to knock out Guardian. I mean, I guess it doesn't matter because they're going to do it anyways. They didn't search out... Well, the Gholdengos were in their hand. Just had a knockout on a gimme here. Fuck that up. If we just had game if I didn't fuck that up. God damn. Okay, that sucks. Yeah, we win this match actually if I didn't mess that up because we'd have knocked out Scyther, knocked out Genesect. That was a misclick. So in paper I would have won this game. Unfortunately. And we're gonna lose this game because I fucked that up. Too bad. It's too bad. That's really unfortunate. Well, we know their Dengos are in the bottom. They might have more, but at least two of them are on the bottom of the deck. Their way to search it has been knocked out, so they don't have it. It really fucking blows, dude. We just win last turn if I didn't accidentally... I thought I was clicking on Gardevoir. Like, what the fuck was I doing? And we just win in paper because that mistake doesn't happen. Right? And so they get an S-ball and they get their fucking bullshit back. Fortunate. Oh, GG's. Oh, that sucks. We just won that game. I hate that you can't cancel fucking shit. Like, obviously I didn't want to Adrenabrain there. Are you kidding me? Obviously I didn't. Why the fuck would I Adrenabrain there? Fucking stupid game. Gardevoir first, put the damage over, and then Adrenabrain, obviously. Parappa goes. Interesting. Don't instantly have their Gholdengos back. It's favorable, but it just doesn't matter. They still have it, right? So frustrating. So frustrating. Oh my god. They didn't get it. All right, so the punt was avoided. Yikes. Oh my god, that was so fucking bad. So, I'm gonna go over this game just because, like, this 100%. I had game last turn, and I punted it incredibly bad. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of playing into Gholdengo. Also goes to show you the power of Mimikyu in this deck once again. Very, very good. This is actually the worst of the two matchups. If they have Baby Gholdengo, it's better for us because they waste a Gholdengo spot to attack the Mimikyu, which means they have less draw, which means we get to take care of that a lot easier. So it's much better for us. Because in this situation, we're going for TM Devo, single prize anyways, to wipe out their board. So them getting a bunch of, them getting like 2 Gimme Ghouls down doesn't matter. And like putting in Baby Gholdengo doesn't matter because we're going to be taking single prize anyways. Planning to anyways. So we unfortunately had 2 mulligans in this game. So again, giving the Gholdengo player an advantage here. Terrible. They instantly start out with their combo. So they have 2 Gimme Ghouls and they have a Genesect. So we're just going to be facing down a Gholdengo to start the game, which is good for us because we have started Mimikyu. So we don't instantly give up the first prize of the game for free, which is good. Earthen Vessel's going to get energy onto Mimikyu here. Our play here basically right from the get-go is we have to go TM Devo. That is the plan for what we are going to be doing. So we have to set up our board accordingly. We have to get things down. We have to get backup Ralts down to the bench, and we have to basically plan for a TM Devo play because that's more or less what we have to, what our win condition is going to be at this point. So we don't know at this point if they're running the Scissor or if they're running the Baby Gholdengo. We have no idea, but we'll find out soon. We play Mesagoza. I don't want to give them Mesagoza per se, but in the same sense, they just go out and grab whatever Pokemon they want anyways. Because they have Genesect, so they have infinite ways to get Pokemon on their bench because they play it like 4 Nest Ball, 4 Poffin, 4 Ultra Ball, whatever you call it. They have a shit ton of Pokemon search in their deck. They're going to find Pokemon, and then on top of that, they just have the free search to save all of their basic Pokemon search, or they can save their other search for basic Pokemon search, I should say. So it's a situation where Mesagoza is not going to hurt us. But having Artisan here would be objectively worse because, yes, while we could get basic Pokemon down, we can't really do much with them. And they're just additional targets, right, for Gholdengo. So we have our 2 Ralts. We really just want to get a Munkidori down, basically, as the rest of our board here. That's pretty much it. Like, we have the Ultra Ball. We got the second Ralts with the Ultra Ball. So there's 2 Ralts, the Mimikyu and the active. We just want Munkidori so that we can have the Dark Attach return. Ideally, like that would be the perfect play for us. And Mesagoza sets us up so that we could potentially go out and grab the missing pieces that we need later, which actually does make a big play later for us, I think. So Nest Ball gets Munkidori on the bench. At least guarantees that for us. I don't know this hand because we didn't have any dark energy. We unfortunately did not get any more dark energy, but we did get some more support. If they boss and knock out a Ralts, we have a second Ralts that we can put down. We have Research for a brand new hand. We have Bravery Charm, which is not really going to do a whole lot. It just makes them have to spend more energy to KO Monkey. Bravery Charm's useless in this match. It's just we were going to force them to spend an extra energy. So instead of 3 energies, they'd have to spend 4 energies to knock out Munkidori. That's the only difference. It could be significant, but it doesn't really matter in a deck that plays SER. So. And this is the nice part too, is like, so if we had given them Artisan, they just get another Gimme Ghoul to the bench, or they just get Scyther down, like one of the two. Like they just get what they're looking for free. At least they have to coin flip Mesagoza, and they coin flip Tails on Mesagoza, which was good for us, right? So we unfortunately flipped Tails on Mesagoza too, but it was not nearly as bad for us to flip Tails as it would. Like it's neutral for them to flip Tails in that too, but Artisan in this situation, we play 1 Mesagoza, 1 Artisan. Artisan in this situation just guarantees them another Gimme Ghoul, or guarantees them a Scyther, because they just have Cypher Maniacs in hand. So they coin bonus, they grab out the Gholdengo and the Scissor. We knew that the Scissor was coming, obviously. Cypher Maniac was going. Cypher Maniac code breaking guarantees the Scissor off the top of their deck. That's what they're looking for. So nice part is by playing Mimikyu, we're forcing them to have to waste a hugely powerful card, Cypher Maniac, on grabbing a Scyther, right? This is the power of like what Mimikyu is doing for them. So they have to see Mimikyu like, well, I can't deal with this. I have to go out and grab Scyther. I have to go deal with the fact that they have this. I'm going to go grab Scyther right now. And so now this has set up their turns, and they just keep Gholdengo in the inactive slot, which again benefits me entirely here. So my entire game plan here is to TM Devo these 2 Gholdengos, which means I need to get 50 damage on 2 Gholdengos by the time that I get, by the time that I'm ready to Devo them. So keeping this Gholdengo in the active slot's good for us because we just hit 70 damage on it, and they're looking at attacking with Scyther the following turn, so they're like attacking with Scissor the following turn. So we already know what their game plan is. They are not confident that they have Boss to do anything to our Ralts or Kirlia, so that we're comfortable attacking with Mimikyu. So we flip Tails on Mesagoza again, unfortunately, but we draw Arven, so it doesn't really matter. We get Munkidori Charmed here. We put the energy on Mimikyu, which allows us to go in for the attack. We could have researched this turn, but we opted for Ultra Ball TM Evo. I could have TM Evo'd. I was looking in the deck. We didn't have a second Kirlia, so this is why I chose to just go ahead and throw these away, because we're basically only going to need 1 Gardevoir at this point. We have Ralts. They're not going to take the knockout on Ralts the following turn, so there's no point in holding on to it. The other card's more valuable to us, so we just discard another basic energy card. We get Kirlia on the bench, and then we just Ghost Eye instead of TM Evoing. We have TM Evo in hand in case we absolutely need to, but basically we know that they're going to be attacking into Mimikyu next turn, because this is something that's going to shut down their entire deck. This is going to forward our board state by getting damage on the board. They have not shown any signs of putting down Munkidori, so, or at least having a picnic basket or something. So we go ahead and just put the damage on there and hope it sticks. Because ultimately they're playing 50 HP Gholdengos, or 50 HP Gimmighoul's. So even if they do, this is the nice part, because we're putting 70 damage down. Even if they do Picnic Basket, they're only taking 30 off, so they'll have 40 damage each, which is much easier for us to then finish up with the monkey later on. Instead of having to have all of that damage on board, we can just use 1 single Pokemon to put 10 on each, and then clear that up with the TM Devo. So having the Ghost Eye is actually pretty solid in that situation. So they go ahead and Air Balloon. They're going to do me a huge favor here as well, because they're going to retreat to the secondary Gholdengo after they've coin bonus to get the maximum draw. So again, this is a little bit of greed on their part, but this is stuff that we really do. Well, so they didn't do it this turn, but they retreated it for free on that one. But they ended up doing that on one turn. They ended up retreating. I think they did it on this guy, but we'll see in a second. But basically, we want to take advantage of the straightforwardness of certain decks. And so by not having the Gholdengo that has 70 damage on it in the active is beneficial for us, because if they swap it out, now we can start getting damage on the other Gholdengo and set up the future TM Devo play. Feign that we don't have TM Devo because we had it in hand, but we didn't need it at that point. So Arven didn't grab Devo, so they might think that we may not have TM Devo. So they Energy Search Pro this turn because they obviously need the Steel Energy to attack with Scissor. They're setting up a future attack here with a bunch of energy in hand. Scissor to the active slot after they coin bonus a couple of times, and then they're going to hit us for 100 damage. Base damage 100, and then Pokemon with abilities too. So they're hitting us for 110. They're hitting Monkey for 50 at this, or for 60 at this point, basically. So they're not really doing a whole lot to Monkey after they take Mimikyu out, so we're not really worried about it. But also, the 110 damage would actually knock out Munkidori if it was not for the Charm. So Charm also protects Munkidori if they decide to boss up Munkidori here for whatever reason, and attack it. So Ralts in the active slot. So we draw energy, we Mesagoza. We actually flip heads on Mesagoza. This is huge on this turn because we don't exactly have a good way of getting Gardevoir this turn. Mesagoza is actually a difference maker on this one. So this is what, turn 3 for us? Yeah, so we get turn 3 Gardevoir off of Mesagoza. If this is Artisan, we absolutely don't get Mesagoza. We absolutely don't get Gardevoir here. There's no chance. Nothing that we can draw with Artisan to get us to a Gardevoir. Mesagoza was game changing in this scenario. We flip heads, we get Gardevoir, and that changes the entire complexion of the game for us now. So we don't need, we obviously don't need TM Evo anymore because we know that the Kirlia is prized Psychic Energy into the discard pile. So now we have a healthy amount of Psychic Energy in the discard pile as well. We get, we get Night Stretcher, which is awesome. We get the TM Devo in hand now. That's really good. We also get rare candy. So there's a lot of stuff that's in our hand that for a follow-up turn here, opponent not playing hand disruption because it's a Gholdengo, means if they boss up Gardevoir and knock it out on the following turn, we have Night Stretcher and we have Arven. So we can literally just grab Gardevoir back, rare candy Gardevoir, and instantly have a Gardevoir again. So we're in a pretty good safe position right now with our current hand. And we also have two research and an Iono to kind of pivot to different directions that we want to. So we know that we have another Night Stretcher in deck and we have a Super Rod in deck. So we are comfortable using one here to put Scream Tail down. We're going to Psychic Embrace here. We get Scream Tail in the active slot to take this attack. We're going to do 160 damage here to Scissor to knock out the Scissors. So it's more beneficial because we were going for a TM Devo play here. But the last thing that we want is to have a Pokemon that's dealing a crap ton of damage. Like Scissor would only be doing 60 damage here, but that would be enough to knock out Scream Tail, which again is another prize card, right? So it'd be beneficial for us to take a knockout here on a Pokemon that's harder for them to set up, and that would clear the path to get Mimikyu back on the board, which is obviously giving them fits. So they don't have anything to deal with Mimikyu outside of bossing around it. So it's a safer card for us to lean on than Scream Tail. So we could have put the damage onto Gholdengo that may have tipped them off that we're going for a TM Devo play. But we just attack into Scissor, take Scissor out, and then work on getting Mimikyu back in. So not really showing our hand here per se, like, you know, for lack of a better metaphor, not showing our hand, but getting the Scissor out of play is really important for us for what we need to be able to do, because now, well, I guess it would be doing 110 because of the Gardevoir in play. So we want to make sure that that's not a play for them in the future. So it's harder for them to get Scissor set up, and it's going to be more resources to getting Scissor back into their field, which is beneficial for us. So huge Earthen Vessel off the prizes there, very good for us. So coin bonus, Lavencia, Night Stretcher, Arven's going to grab them. Air Balloon here. So they put up the Gholdengo that had damage, and this is what I was talking about before. So they're going to put Air Balloon here. They retreat to the Gholdengo that does not have damage here, and this is huge for us because if they had left the Gholdengo that had damage, we don't have the play that we had next turn, which would have been very bad for us. So we go they go Earthen Vessel, get more energies. They're looking for a knockout here, obviously, on Scream Tail. They go blah, 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 make it rain for 50 damage. So we could disrupt their hand because we know they have a mitt full of energies. And we also know that they have an infinite way of getting those energies back, because they have a ton of draw. We're not ready for the TM Devo play yet. So it's easier for us to really hurt them after we TM Devo them, because they cannot instantly get the Gholdengos out, and then the Ionos put them right to the bottom of the deck. But the problem is that they have one issue still left. They have one hurdle left for us to tackle, which is what we're going to be doing fairly soon here. So we draw Counter Catcher, which is pretty good. We're going to discard Research with the Earthen Vessel, grab 2 Dark Energies. So we're going to set up our Munkidori plays here. We Arven, we draw Night Stretcher. So again, we have Super Rod left in the deck. The Night Stretcher play was going to be the previous turn. If they bossed up Gardevoir around our Screen Tail and knocked out Gardevoir, we would have Night Stretcher rare candied into Gardevoir. Change of plans this turn because we want to get Mimikyu back now. So we're going to get Mimikyu back. We don't have a good way of getting the Mimikyu back because Lavencia's out. So we don't have Artisan in play, and Secret Box is prized. So Mimikyu's going to come back with the Night Stretcher. We still have Super Rod. Gives us a chance to get the Gardevoir back into play. We still have another Gardevoir in the deck as well. Psychic Embrace is going to get 20 damage onto Ralts. We'll get Mimikyu into the active spot. Psychic Embrace, 2040 onto Mimikyu. We move the damage off of Mimikyu and not Ralts. And the reason for this is because in case they run Munkidori, the odd chance that they haven't done it yet, but they probably won't. But the odd chance that they do, we don't want them taking a free knockout on Mimikyu. We take 30 damage off of Mimikyu. We know they still can't knock this out. They have a very difficult time knocking this out. And then if they knock out Ralts with, say, Munkidori, right, the chances are that they're leaving Mimikyu alive, and they have less and less chances to deal with Mimikyu. So it's pretty good for us, because they're going to have to set up a second Scissor and dedicate resources to getting a second Scissor out, rather than if they're taking out Gardevoir and they're taking out Ralts, fine, then how do they deal with this little dude is the question. So They go ahead and coin bonus. They do the thing that we were expecting them to do. Boss up Gardevoir. Get 1,000 energies. Make it rain. Okay, cool. No problem. This was anticipated. So now we put Mimikyu to the active spot. We go ahead and... because Mimikyu uses Ghost Eye, sets up 70 damage. This is huge. We're setting up 70 damage on the second Gholdengo now. So we have 2 Gholdengos with 70 damage. Even if they had the 70 HP Gimmighoul's, these are in Devo range now. Very, very big for us. So now, they've knocked out Gardevoir. We get Super Rod. So we Super Rod the Gardevoir back into the deck. We counter catch up the Genesect here, right? Now we get a turn of TM Devolution. We get... we attach the TM Devo to the Mimikyu here. We play Iono. So we're going to put them down. They have 13 cards in hand. Now that they've taken another prize here, they have 2 prizes left. So we're going to, and they don't exactly have a way of taking 2 prizes next turn. They have no way of taking, as we have no Gardevoir on the field. So we lose the rare candy play, unfortunately, but it's going to have to be worth it, right? Because we're still going to be able to draw some cards here. We lose the dark energy at the bottom of the deck. We lose the research. But putting 13 cards to the bottom of their deck, we end up drawing Kirlia, which is very good. We end up drawing Iono. We get the dark energy back. We get another energy. We get TM Devo back again, just in case. I don't think we needed the second Devo in this one, but we do get a hand refresh, which is solid for us. And we get a Kirlia. This is an important piece. We get Kirlia next turn. We get Kirlia on this turn to evolve. And then we have a hand refresh the following turn with 2 Gardevoirs still floating in the deck with very little cards left. So a fairly good chance of finding that Gardevoir if we can chance upon it the next turn. So this is the TM Devo play. They will not be able to Gholdengo next turn. They will not be able to have an attack next turn. So we Devo, knockout. Both of the gimmies are gone now. We get Mew, we get Kirlia. Mew's going to help with getting us extra draw, but it doesn't really matter. There's not much else that we can do. So they have to spend a turn setting up here because they have 0 attackers. They have nothing else that they can attack with. So they have to set up 2 Gimmighoul's, and then they set up a Pheasantipity. They Levincia for 2 energies and flip the script, and that's their turn. That's all they can do. They don't get to retreat. This is an important part. They don't get to retreat the Genesect. The Genesect is a problem for us, right? Because we know they have 2 Gholdengos in hand. They have 2 Gholdengos in hand. They're ready to put down their Gimmighoul's and then evolve them next turn. We have Iono in hand, which means those Gholdengos are going to the bottom of the deck. The problem is Genesect's in the active. Genesect can just fetch them right back, and then we're back to square one. We have to take out Genesect, which is why it was so incredibly important for us that one turn. When we took the 30 damage, we didn't put it on Gholdengo. We didn't set up that for TM Devo. We put it onto the Genesect, because then the 30 damage on Genesect means that they are 190 away. They are 1 Gardevoir attack away from being knocked out on the Genesect. So that was very, very important for us. Incredibly important turn for us there. So we end up getting a little bit lucky here. 100%. And again, a little bit lucky here. So let's see. This was not the turn that they played Scyther to the bench, was it? When did they play Scyther to the bench? Because I know they re-benched a Scyther. They played it here. So yeah, Scyther was back on the bench too. So Scyther has 70 HP, which is a problem, right? That's not good for us. I want to check this play out, because this is actually where we could have punted the game really badly, and it would have been very bad for us. So draw the dark energy, we play the Mew to the bench for the extra draw, because we know we're going down to 3 cards. There's chances are that we could play cards down to draw more cards if we don't get what we need here. So we put the 4 cards to the bottom of the deck. We lose again, unfortunately, the 2 darks. We draw a dark here, put both darks to the bottom of the deck again. We play Munkidori to the bench, and then we play Clefairy to the bench, and then we Mew restart for 2. We get the Gardevoir, we get the Earthen Vessel. This was massive, 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 massive for us. We don't get Gardevoir this turn. We give them another turn to kind of get out of it. We don't get the knockout on Genesect. They potentially retreat Genesect the following turn. They get the Gholdengo set up again. Not good for us, right? So we retreat Mimikyu to the bench. Now that we have Guardy, this is good. This is kind of where we punted it. Did I put 10 damage on the Scyther at any point in time? I need to double check this because I don't remember if I did. They put Scyther to the bench this turn. Did I damage this Scyther on this turn is the question. So we Adrenabrained 30 damage over to Scyther. Yes, we did. And then we used TM Devo. Yeah, so this was a potential punt. We had 30 damage on the Scyther. This was extremely bad. This was extremely bad for us. So we Devo them there. They have 30 damage on Scyther. We do this. Iono. We Adrenabrain 10 damage onto Fez. This was dumb. This was kind of a panic move. If I had actually thought about this like more than a half a second, we would have put 10 damage onto Scyther. Number one, I shouldn't have used Adrenabrain yet. I should have put the 10 damage over to Scyther, because that would have put it within 30 damage of being knocked out. Psychic Embrace, 246 to Guardy, and then Adrenabrain the other 30 over to Scyther. This almost lost me the game. Putting the 10 damage on the wrong target was really bad. That was because I was flustered, and I didn't mean to click Adrenabrain, but I did, and I completely just lost the plot of what I was supposed to do. Scyther had 30 damage on it. If I put the 10 damage on Scyther instead of Fez, this is 40 HP, 30 HP left, and then the 30 damage that we move over from Adrenabrain would have knocked it out, and then we would have won the game off of taking this knockout on Genesect. Game would have been over. We would not have given them another turn to have a chance. So this was my massive mistake in this one. Again, it wouldn't happen in paper Pokemon. This is so frustrating. It happens in this game because like even though I clicked Adrenabrain, it still doesn't lose the game. Because I could just put the damage on the right target and still clean that damage up. But I was not in the mindset at that point to make the right decision. I made the wrong decision at that point. It almost lost me the game. But we knew what we had to do. The assignment was that we had to take out Genesect because Genesect was one of their only ways to search out their Gholdengos. They have 2 Gimme Ghouls on the bench. If they don't have, if we take out the Genesect, they get 3 card draw off of the Fez, and that's pretty much it. Like it's at the mercy of whatever. I mean, at the end of the day, Sweet Pea, I just made the wrong play. I was tilted in the moment. Should have taken a bit more time. I think the timer was counting down, putting pressure. Like, I don't know. It's again, like, all of this stuff would not happen in paper, but basically it happens on this client because this client's amazing. So we've taken away their ability to find their Gholdengos. We put their Gholdengos in the bottom of the deck. Genesect is getting knocked out this turn. We should have won the game off of this knockout, but because I made a critical mistake that nearly cost me the game, they had a chance to win the game now. So they flipped the script for 3 here. They Levincia for 1 energy, Pokegear, draw the Arven, Nestball Air Balloon. So Nestball, if they played a second Genesect, or it might have been prized, if they had a second Genesect available to them, that would have gotten them where they needed to go, right? Because what did they forward up? They put up the Gimme Ghoul in the active slot. So yeah, they would have gotten a Gholdengo in the active slot right away. They could have just gotten the Genesect down, found their 2 Gholdengos. They had the 2 SCRs in hand, so they would have had the knockout on Gardevoir. Like literally would have had game. We saw them. We saw it all happen. So like it was there. It was there. They had the air balloon, so they could have got both Gimme. They could have evolved both Gimme Ghouls, attached the air balloon to the active, drawn the 2, retreat to the other Gholdengo, drawn 2, SCR for 4, SCR for 4, got the energies, attacked, and that would have been game. But luckily they did not have the second Genesect, and they play superior to show me that they had the 2 superiors for game. So again, like kudos to my opponent. They're showing that they had game if we didn't make that play. So number 1, we made an amazingly good play for the TM Devo and then the Iona the following turn. But then we punted massively that almost cost us the game because they literally had it in hand. My opponent's showing me that they had it in hand, which is just, it's brutal. Like I can't believe it. Like it's actually crazy. Because yeah, if they did not prize, or I don't know what happened to their second Genesect. Like usually this list plays 2 Genesect, but maybe this one doesn't because they play Terrapago, so I'm not sure. But it seemed that we got extremely lucky there on a game that we should have won a turn ago, and our opponent whiffed the punish on the following turn. So I'll take it, but the moral of the story is you just have to slow down. You just have to slow down and take the right decisions, and it's difficult on live. In paper, this would have been a different story because I would not have missed that knockout and we would have had game. Like there is no world that exists where I just Munkidori for 10 damage on the wrong Pokemon. Like that doesn't make sense, because like I would just Psychic Embrace the 60 and I would put the 60 damage onto Scyther, and then like, my opponent would concede because they would see the play. Like it wouldn't go down like that in paper. But when you're playing on live, I know like there's a lot of stuff that's going on. The benefits of the game are great, but the downsides, where like it has the timer in your face, all that stuff can cause you to get flustered. You just have to slow down, take it easy, make the play in the correct decision at the right time. It's difficult to do. It's difficult to do in higher stakes situations, but still got there. And then we had a massive critical mistake and we still got there, so I'll tell you.